Welcome back to the Plays with Cars YouTube channel and another episode of Project Porsche. So today we're getting everything ready to go for the next events, which is SCCA for Oregon Region events number 6 and 7 in Packwood, Washington, which is a good hour and a half drive from us. And since the car is currently sitting at 139,956, we figured it was time to actually change the oil. And also, we need to address those bolts in the axle on the passenger side that keep coming out. So, got it up in the air for servicing. I ordered these race ramps. There's a link in the description below. We looked at them online, kind of talked to the other racing guys on Facebook and stuff like that. Pretty well recommended. These are their short rally ones. They're only 30 inches long. I figured they would be good to take for like servicing because they're so small. They'll fit back here in the trunk, no problem, like right here. Don't know if we'll bring them. I don't think we'll need them. Knock on wood. But at least for the garage, they're great. The car fit on them, no problem. I've got it chalked in the front too. So it'll make it nice for me to get underneath there and service this thing. Do the oil change, deal with those axle bolts and anything else I got to do under there while the car's up in the air. So I did check them on the Mustang. They're too short for the front of the Mustang, so the angle is too steep, and they hit the bumper and all that stuff before the tire ever gets to it. But the Cobra is also lowered a stupid amount, so the frame rails are something like 4 inches or 3 inches off the asphalt at ride height. So, you know, that was to be expected. But the Porsche, at least, no problems at all, front or back. Looks like even the 5, as low as it is, doesn't have a problem with them either. So these little short ones are just fine for us. So again, if you want to take a look at them, there's a link in the description below. But yeah, we'll get started on this thing. Let's take a look underneath. Get to the danger box here. It's new sticker time. Let's see, where to stick that on the danger box. What do you think, guys? Man. And again, not sponsored. Race Ramps has no idea who we are. I spent the exact same amount of money any of you will on those. I get nothing from this. They were recommended to me by other racers, and so I took a look at them and ordered them. Never used them before, never heard of them. There we go. And added their sticker to the old danger box. So let's get under here. Let's see. Let's bring a light with us. Oh, Harbor Freight and your free lights. Never replace the battery on these, just replace the whole damn light. Okay. Dun 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 dun. There's our new control arm looking good. There's our Coney strut looking good. There's our new in-link looking good. Our new sway bar bushings looking good. Yeah. So, there's the drain plug for the motor. Well, that's easy. Oh, let's go under here. What else? Ow! Ah! I found the oil filter. Whew, hot stuff. Hot. Okay. There's the oil filter housing. It's one of them plastic doodad things. And there's the oil plug. So, it should be easy. What in the tarnation is that? It's like a metal rope. Did you guys see that? What the hell is that? It's like this piece bolted on with this metal rope on it, attaching the engine to the car. Holy sh! Okay, crash protection. Ooh, maybe. Look at those manifolds. But Porsche does build some pretty parts. I can see new O2 sensor over there on that one. Oh, here, on that one too. Sweet. It's always nice to see the stuff that the service records say your car has actually having. Let's check these bolts over down in here. Ooh, loop. I'll double check the torque on all these, but those actually look like they're staying in. Slide across to this side. There's our offending boltos. don't know if that's old grease. Oh my god, is that a zippy tie holding our shifter in? Huh. Maybe that's why the shifter feels so crappy. The shifter in this thing just feels like butt. Huh. Okay, well, clearly we got some work to do. Alright, I'm gonna grab oil change stuff and get started. I am totally gonna time-lapse this crap. So, I'll be editing this. So I totally forgot to turn this on before I pulled off the drain plug, but that's alright because I'm trying to do this solo. But yeah, oil's coming out. Looks like normal old oily oil. No issues, no problems there. About as dirty as you'd expect. So I did make a giant holy mess on the floor, but I already cleaned it up. So you know, that's just one of them things. Yeah, I'll just show you how the racer wraps sit from the back side here. Sitting pretty nice. So yeah, I'm gonna put the drain plug back in and then grab the oil filter out and try to remember to film for that one. So we'll make this a halfway interesting video yet. So I was digging through all the spares to find the old oil filter housing tool thing that came with the car and the oil filter. I totally forgot that we had this bag that had a brand new oil pan plug in it and an O-ring. And I'll just show you, this is the original plug. It's very light. I don't know if it's aluminum or what. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it, but it's got brand new fancy pants here. Might have to put that in. Yeah, anyways, just thought you guys like to see that. So, dang it. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Okay. So, O unit is on my left. New hotness is on the right. Looks like about the same thread pitch and diameter. Well, I think I'm going to put the new one in because he gave it to me, so might as well try it. Alright. Here. Alright. Just pops on it like that. And we take our 1 16th wrench and give her a little tug. And that should be all she wrote. Alright, let's see if I can get this in without making another gigantic mess. Will you get lucky or will you see me oil down the whole garage again? Whoa! Haha! Yay! I managed to not make a holy mess for once. Sweet! So, there's the new oil filter. Nice Hengst, made in Germany. Weight, part number, and all that stuff. Here's the housing. The oil filter, being a nice high quality brand, came with a new oil filter O-ring for this. Now, this wasn't leaking at all, but we're going to change it anyway. But they come in a set with a whole bunch of different ones. This one is great. It's got this little curved point, so you can just pull it just like that and rip it right off. Super duper easy. Just like always, a little bit of oil on the new one. Start on one side. Boop! Just like that. Now she's on there and good to go with a brand new O-ring. So I'll take this one and throw it in the trash. I'm not sure if this one in the bag was new or old. I'll hold on to it as a spare just in case with the original drain plug. But now we've got a brand new one on our filter housing. Alright, got that all cleaned off, ready to go. Make sure this doesn't seem to have a certain way, so we'll do that. Plop her back in there. That up real good. nice and tight. Alright. I got it as tight as I could with my hands. These plastic ones you never want to tighten with the housing adapter or the wrench. Again, you'll crack them. That's the old filter. Also a Hengst, same part number. You probably can't see that, but it's also E14H on the top. Looks pretty fine, other than being dirty. I gotta admit, these ramps are really nice. I've got just the right amount of height here to do all this stuff underneath here. Without like having to reach up too much or anything like that. It's great for service work. That probably could have drained for like another 3 or 4 hours. I ain't got that kind of time. Ain't nobody got time for that. So oily. It's like, alright. Tighten it to approximately 732 Newton meters. I'm joking, I have no idea what the tightness is on this, but probably not very much. We'll give it a... That right there is a finely honed Guten tight, which of course is the correct German tightness. I'm sure some of you are probably rolling your eyes, like getting ready to yell at me on the internet. I don't care. Alright, so totally already did this, but I had to put it back together and then do it again on camera because I had no idea this existed. So here's the oil cap. It seems incorrect because it's a 710 instead of a 730 cap. German cars should be a 730 cap. But anyways, I pulled off the oil cap, and look at this. There is a spring-loaded funnel included on the Boxster to put oil in the car. How freaking cool is that? Boing, 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 boing. Play with that thing all day long. Boing. You ever have the clicky pins as a teenager and then spend all day in class clicking them and launching them like rockets and getting in trouble? That's pretty much this. Anyways, okay. Back to seriousness. Liqui Moly, the 5W40, which is what the old Boxster is supposed to have, the full premium. And remember, if you've watched the Audi project videos, we've talked about this before, but I'll mention it again. Full synthetic oil in the United States does not actually have to be full synthetic. It's a whole bunch of baloney. And you can get online and look it up. But in Europe, it does have to be. And then all the manufacturers tend to have their own ratings as well. And it's super important because these can be very, very different. The viscosities can change drastically. The type of additives and things in the oil can change drastically. So really make sure you follow these. Porsche uses the A40. For this particular car, so that's what this is. But you could see here on the back, it's got all their stuff. Not great for fuel economy. We don't care. Film strength, yay! That's what we want. But yeah, so ACEA, that's who does full synthetic stuff in Europe. In the USA, it's the API, American Petroleum Institute, and they mean absolutely nothing. Frankly, dinosaur oil meets SN, no problem, and it's just... There we go. Now I can do it without spilling with one hand. Ready? Gloopy, 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 gloopy. Alright, I'm putting oil in. Fast forward. So with all the maintenance part done, I got the bolts tightened back up down there again. I was looking at this giant honking muffler again, which I have yet to have a chance to actually do anything about. And I did some looking up on the internet. And apparently... there was this mod that was dyno proven for about 5 horsepower or so, where you basically poke holes in the exhaust. So this side is factory stock, and you can see you got no holes. Right? It's just pipe. This side, somebody went and stuck a hole in. I wonder how they did that. I just need some cheap and easy horsepower right now. Plus it'll sound a little better. Look at that. Matchy matchy hole hole.